Hey everyone, welcome to Intuitive Talks with your host Adanina, where I intuit into it, you intuit into it, and we all intuit into it. We're just connecting the dots while also just remembering memory. Today I'm going to be doing um my experience as an Aries woman with Sagittarius men and Sagittarius women. It's just my experience, you know just as an Aries. It's not necessarily specific, but we will probably get into specifics, so it's just in general. So yes, that's the nature of the recording. um I apologize to everyone, for doing voice recording, um because I know that I'm used to you know using laptop, but I don't have laptops. And because of not having a laptop, I've missed a couple of videos, so I don't have to do that. I can record so that I can keep up with the times. So that is what I'm trying to do. So yes, please forgive me. um I'm not doing it on purpose. I'm not voice recording on purpose. I just don't have a laptop. So you know and yeah, life goes on. um so with Sagittarius, let's start with Sagittarius, man. I'm not going to lie. I don't really know too many. I don't know too many Sagittarius men, and it's not as if I've not come into contact with Sagittarius people, knowingly or unknowingly, including Sagittarius men. But it's just that I don't I don't think I've really had time for me to accurately say my experience about them, even though I know I'm over exaggerating. But you know, that's just how I feel. And thinking about doing this recording, I was just like, what am I going to say? And by the way, I always do this off the top of my head. So I just go with my gut feeling, and I just wing it, when I do these recordings. Unless if it has to do with the readings, then of course I'm using the cards. uh First off, I want to say happy belated birthday to all Sagittarius who celebrated their birthdays from the time of November 22, or is it, yeah, November 22, 2020, up until December 21, 2020. I hope you had a swell time. I hope you enjoyed your birthday. And it went fast, but time is going fast and faster. So I'm not too surprised, you know but yeah, I hope you enjoyed your birthday. uh Back to Sagittarius men. um I have a few of Sagittarius men that I've known. I don't think I've really dealt with them romantically. um but my experience with them is, just in general, they love a lot of sex. And that's an understatement. Like they have a lot of sexual energy. I mean, it's a fire sign, and their, what are they calling it, their symbol represents the horse, half human. you know so it, you know with the men, with the men, I think it with the men. How do I say it's hard for me to have a regular conversation with a Sagittarius man. I feel like it always has to lead to sex. Not saying that, I have engaged with Sagittarius, men, at least son, Sagittarius son, but it's just somehow it leads to, something sexual, even if I feel like the Sagittarius man is gay. I just, I don't know. I find it hard to have true, genuine conversation with a Sagittarius person, a Sagittarius man, because, like I said, it's sexual. Like, they're too sexual, and it's almost as if they, I don't want to say they have ADHD with paying attention to what you're saying. It's just, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I've not had depth with their conversation. Like, there's no depth of conversation. It's like when I'm talking to them, if it's not about sex, it's about, okay, what work needs to be done. You understand? So it's just, okay, if we're not talking about work for 3 seconds, then that's it. You understand? So it almost sounds like Gemini like, but you know I may be feeling like this because I have my Gemini in the ninth house. So communication, yeah, you can communicate, even though it's the opposite sign, but I don't know. I feel like in order to get to know a Sagittarius man, you have to have sex with him, or he has to want to have sex with you, and that's just going to be the theme of it. And to be honest, like when I see Sagittarius man, I'm not trying to be rude. I just, a lot of times I feel like, I don't want to say they have anger issues, but they definitely strike me as people who get offended, is not offended, they get angry easily. They get angry easily. And I've experienced that they just get angry, and and I feel that because of they get angry easily, that's why they have to stay in their sexual energy. So it's, I don't know, like, I know it may not make sense, but that's just how I feel with Sagittarius men. Like, and a lot of times I feel like what I'm about to say, if I say it, I mean, you know, it's not going to be relevant, because I can't just say that that's Sagittarius. It's just, I can't have depth to them. Like, I want to have depth, like have some kind of depth to them, even if it's I don't want to say it's, even if it's not real. Like, I seem not to um have depth with them. I mean, they could be psychic, they could do good things, but it's like, almost, even though Gemini is the opposite energy, it's like they are like Gemini in a way. Like, they just, okay, they're gonna work, they're gonna do their work, they're gonna work hard, and that's it, you know excuse me. There's no, it's not really emotional. Like, I don't get anything emotional, like deep. And even if they do that, I don't know, I've never really seen, I mean, at least not emotional with me, or with yeah. I've seen a Sagittarius man who is emotional with his mother. Yeah, I've seen that happen a couple of times, different Sagittarius men. But I just feel like they don't have depth, when they're interacting with people, or even I don't know, like, with me, just my experience with them, right? So, that's how I feel. But like I said, they're hard workers. They come, they do their work. They stay detached, like, they remove their emotions from it, like uh like a Gemini. I know I'll say Aquarius first, but they get their work done, and you know they stay on point. Um, a lot of times I get scared of Sagittarius men. To be honest, I'm not going to lie, and that is because of what I've said before. Because they get angry easily, or they can get irritated easily, and then by them getting irritated, they start to irritate me. You understand? It's like that excess sexual energy that they have, that sexual energy. um like I said, I've not really romantically been involved with Sagittarius, you know, because I can barely get through to having conversation with them. Sometimes, even when I'm trying to be emotional with them, they is also one of the signs that laughs inappropriately, like they laugh inappropriately. So, you know, yeah, that is just, to be honest, like my experience with Sagittarius men. But like I said, they're hardworking, and it's not like it's all bad. It's just that the thing with it that makes me uncomfortable about Sagittarius men, with my experience with them, is the lack of depth to them. Like, I need depth. Like, even if you're good in bed, you have to have depth. Like, depth. I don't get that from them. I don't really get that from them. Even if I feel like I'm trying to, even if I feel like may have gotten somewhere, maybe one time, it's like sensual, like a Taurus. When I feel it's sensual, like a Taurus, like when you stimulate their senses. You understand? But it's not as deep as a Taurus. I know that top Taurus can be deep and sentimental, and they actually have depth to them if you actually appeal to them in that way, or if they choose to, be that way. They could be that way, but not Sagittarius. Not Sagittarius, and it makes me uncomfortable. But on the plus side, on the positive side, you understand, because it's not really bad, but yes, it has been bad. You understand, which I'm not going to get too deep into them because of how I feel. You understand, I feel it's just like, it's really, I'm really kind of like, I don't know, not too deep into them, because I don't get that deep feeling from them, or they don't allow me to get deep with them. Anyway, they work hard. They could be sensual. You understand? Like, being acting like they're gonna give some kind of depth. You understand? Which they can. They can, especially if they have Taurus in their chart or something. Um, and I feel like they need to channel their Taurus energy, you understand, to give that sensual appeal. But I don't really feel that is even deep like that, you understand? Because with Taurus, it will seem deep, is deep, or it could be deep, you understand? But looking at a Sagittarius acting like a Taurus, or even a Gemini, it's not, yeah, it's not deep, and it's a mutable sign, so which means it's almost like Gemini. They can kind of like transform into something. I don't know, like they just through their communication. It's not deep, it's not even as deep as Gemini, where they can really really transform. If they want to, they can transform. You get what I'm saying? They can transform. A Sagittarius can really mimic, things really good. They can mimic things really good. They can act really good. But it's not like a Gemini that can actually transform, you understand, or morph itself even by their actions to what the character is or to what they are trying to emulate. And I hope I made some kind of sense. I hope I made sense. Um, yeah, okay. So, so my feeling with Gemini men is they give me, no, my feeling with Sagittarius men is that they give me this feeling of ambiguous nature, or, that, of two-faced. I guess it's because, I think it's because of my placements. You understand, it's in the opposite house, so I'm not really surprised that I feel like this, even though it's hard for me to explain. You know, I feel like a Sagittarius man is almost like a Gemini man, but to be honest, I feel like it's with less depth. Like with Gemini men, I could go deep, even if, yeah, I could go deep with them, even if they're not really a deep sign like that. I feel like there's some kind of depth, even if it's airy. Not with Sagittarius though, and they're a fire sign. But anyway, um, they, like I said, they get the work done. They're hardworking, and I've gotten a job from a Sagittarius man, and he gave me, anyway, like he gave me a good job with great pay, and and I got the job just like that, and you know it was amazing. But I don't want to say but, you understand, it's just, I just feel like, I honestly feel like Sagittarius men are like the devil energy. Like, I can't, I could say this because I'm struggling with saying a lot of things. I just feel like Sagittarius men, they have like, you know, devil energy. Devil energy. It's devil energy. Um, yeah, it's devil energy. It's like that kind of devil where it's like it seems like it's good, or it looks like it's about to be not good, and then it's good, but then you don't know, and then it's like it's the other side of good, and then it's like whoa, and then it's like it's not even like whoa, it's just like or it's like ugh. It's honestly off-putting. It's honestly off-putting, I'm not gonna lie. It's honestly off-putting, um to me. But that's just my experience with Sagittarius men. Let's go to Sagittarius women. um Sagittarius women, I can say I've had some kind of depth with Sagittarius women, some kind of depth with them, just some kind of depth, but it's almost the same way as Sagittarius men, but I cannot put them on the same category because I have actually, known Sagittarius women, and to be honest, my analysis of them in general is not really good in general, even though they're good. And why I'm able to somewhat confidently say this is because of my experience with Sagittarius women. Like, I feel like in general, Sagittarius women are like the, they are the, how do you say it? they are the mean girl of the zodiac. Like they are the mean girl. Like they're that fire sign mean girl. And even if they don't want to be mean, I don't want to say even if they don't want to mean, they're even if look, even if they didn't realize this about them, their personality alone is too aggressive, too brash. Um so it makes them, yeah, too mean, like mean. If you don't act a certain way, you can't hang with them. And if you're not on a certain caliber, if you're not a certain caliber type of person, you cannot hang out with them. They want to hang out with the top people. You understand? And they're either the top or they answer to the top people, which they are part of the top. It's so funny. And since I'm kind of like putting my, how do you say it, biting my tongue or whatever, you understand, let's talk about, you understand, they're celebs, right? Okay. And reality TV stars. Look at Lozada, right? Okay. She's not the top boss, but she's always around the top boss. Because of why? Because she's very aggressive, because she's very mean, because she's very witchy. And that's another thing I get from Sagittarius women. Like, they're very witchy. Like, witch. You get what I'm saying? They're witches. You understand? They like they they're just they too, I don't know, they too, they can be irritating. And that's the thing, when they are relaxing, and it's almost as if they have to be mean, because when they're just their regular self, they could be very goofy, and you would think that they're stupid. And you think they're stupid when they're actually like calm with you. You understand? Because of, but they're smart. It's just that the way sometimes that they come off, it could be irritating, and it could almost be childlike too, to when you watch them. And mind you, okay, Aries, I'm an Aries. We're known for being, how do you say, we're known for being childlike, right? Okay. But it's just that with Sagittarius women, they go from being super aggressive to being childlike. So it's almost like, once again, that Gemini effect of, I don't know. You get what I'm saying? This woman is like, I don't know what to expect with them. The one minute they're extremely, I don't know, okay. And you know what, this is one thing I would say. Sagittarius women, I feel like Sagittarius women are the most confident women of the zodiac. Very confident. I love that about them. Yes. When I see Sagittarius women, they're very confident. They, go getters. You understand? They teach me about how to dress, makeup, but it's the same thing. It's like, oh, it's like, okay, it's like, a Sagittarius woman literally told me, you understand, oh, you can't follow me if you're gonna be dressing like this. You understand? That, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's just mean. It's like, why would you say that to your friend? You understand? But I understand. I understand in a way, because they have to. It's an egotistical sign. You understand? Like Nicki Minaj. You get what I'm saying? You have to be, you have to be competent when you're around them. You have to be, you understand, you know that song where Formation, yeah, with Beyonce. That's where the Virgo comes in play, where it's like slay, trickle, you get eliminated, that type of thing. you know of course, like if I've not said it, they're very bossy. They have to be the boss. They're gonna take charge unless if they know that you're smarter than them, and then they would be like co-boss with you, or that's the only reason, or that's the only way they will submit. You understand? And some of them, they can't even submit because they're so alpha, like they're so, do you understand, they're so alpha woman like. So however, they have a lot of protective energy, almost like a Scorpio, but I love their protective energy because it's warm. But at the same time, once they teeter to the other side of just being a mean girl, or just bossing you around, and just, just being that boss lady, it's not such a, I don't know. Okay, so maybe these are my insecurities speaking, you understand, but at the same time, sometimes the way that they do it is like they don't have respect for people who they feel is weak. You understand? And you understand? And that's another thing. Why do you have to look at somebody as if they're weak? It's natural. You understand? We've all been there. I've been in that situation where I've looked at someone as weak. And of course, a lot of people have looked at me as weak. You understand? And taking advantage of my weak points. So that is exactly why the the Sagittarius women, they cannot hang with you if they feel like you're weak. They're gonna pick on you, they're gonna tear you to pieces because they're an alpha woman. They're just that alpha girl. They're alpha. You know. Once again, they're very hardworking. Um I don't think I have been specifically involved with a Sagittarius woman like that, but yes, I get that sensual energy can be there, but um see, it's still that disconnect of, they're not deep. They're not deep. It's just, they're not deep. It's like they're doing it is for their ego. You understand? And I feel like the Sagittarius women are more egotistical than the men. The men, when I look at them, they're not egotistical at all. Apart from them being angry or whatever, they're not really egotistical. And even if they are, it's silent. With the women, it's not silent like you see it. Most of the time when I see them, they're just, either they are the mean girl of the group, meaning they're like the top of the mean girl squad, or one of the top of the mean girl squad, or they're the prettiest, and or they're the prettiest in their squad. You understand? They're the most beautiful in the squad. You understand? They're always in a squad. You get what I'm saying? So they're always in a group. You understand? They're always in a group, like part of the, like the bad girls or the most popular girls. You understand? Like, see Nene Leakes. She's a reality TV star from Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's like a lot of the problems that people had with her, she did not, if not all of them, she could not understand why they had problems with her. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, all you have to do is say I'm sorry, or even still, don't do that. You can't do that. You can't just treat your friends like they're just one of your passes. Like, you can treat them any way you want. You understand? Even if they're in your posse, they're in your posse. Not to be what I mean is, you can't treat them that they are like, oh, just do as I say, or just behave. Like, behave. Your behavior, so you don't do, if you don't follow code, you understand, I don't like it. You understand? And sometimes, yes, they seem like an airhead, just like Gemini. They seem like an airhead, and that's why it's like, I can't, you get what I'm saying? That there has to be depth. Depth, please, depth. Like, there's no depth. I need depth. I don't know why I don't see depth. There has to be depth. So, like I said, okay, I said airhead, right? But it doesn't mean that they're not smart. They're the most psychic people I've ever met. Like out of the three of the fire signs, Sagittarius, I believe, is the most psychic, because Sagittarius, um, low key gives me vibes of if actually they really, 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 really give me vibes of Cancer. You understand? Cancer is a water sign, but I feel like Sagittarius is the most psychic sign, and they behave mostly like Cancer women. You know. Uh, I feel like when I see Sagittarius women, I feel like, apart from me feeling like they're the prettiest of them all, they're usually like the Rapunzel. They are usually Rapunzel. They have like the longest hair, the most luscious hair, the most luxurious type of hair, the most, rich hair, and sometimes, it's black or just rich. You know, Sagittarius gives me like the Snow White type of woman, like the Snow White, like in you see Snow White is really, really a Sagittarius. You understand? The makeup is beat, they're pretty. The makeup is beat, they're pretty, and they're usually pretty, or usually beautiful, like really beautiful. And yeah, what can I say about you guys? Very pretty, long hair, Rapunzel, like Snow White. They give me Snow White vibes. And that's when they're on their good side, but it's not usually like that. The one that the type of image that screams out to me is that mean girl. And I don't want to say bully, because that's not what I really mean. But yes, mean girl, I'll say mean girl, that they don't understand how to treat people like they are a part of them. They either treat you like you are, I don't even want to say a part of them. They treat you like you are one of the alpha women, other alpha women, or they treat you like you are peasant. Or there was one time, there was a woman, I won't really say how I met her, but it's a Sagittarius woman, and I met her, and she seemed like she was a mean girl, so I didn't approach her. And that's another thing. A lot of Sagittarius women, they always strike me as mean, so they don't seem approachable at first a lot of times. You understand? And then when they let go, which sometimes can take a long time, or when they have a split second, when they're acting like a Gemini, where they seem like they're nice, if they want to be nice to you, or if they see that you're going to be nice, or if they see like you're a good person, they'll be nice to you. Then the feeling that I get is to stay away from them, too. You get what I'm saying? Because they are mean. They really are, And if you've been around a Sagittarius woman, or you've dealt with a Sagittarius woman, you will know. You understand? And like I said, the meanness is not always like they're just mean. It's just like they are very egotistical. So if you're not acting like someone that they feel is royalty, or you're not in line, they will really not speak to you, because if they speak to you, they're gonna disrespect you, and they're gonna talk down on you and treat you like a peasant, like how they think you are, you know. so Sagittarius women, this Sagittarius woman I met, she struck me as someone that I could not speak to. You understand? She seemed mean, but just, I don't want to say stuck up, but something like that, where she just went to sit by herself, whatever, blah. You understand? So then she started acting like a Capricorn. And that's the funny thing, is like you see them transforming, you understand, or transposing, like how music transpose, you understand, or how voice notes, or how notes, how the notes keys transpose in the music, you understand. She started acting like a Capricorn, making all those goat noises. And I promise you, this is, I'm not talking about, anything sexual, but that was that, she was definitely sensual, just, we had talking, Capricorns, they do that a lot, where sometimes they want to make the mood light, and it comes naturally, and they just talk in a way, and it catches your attention. So she did that, and then that was the only way how she really really caught me, my attention. So she talked, we were in a group, whatever, or something like that. And then she decided to talk to me, and she was, how do you say it? Yeah, she was reading me, and analyzing me a little bit, and she would just say some comments, you understand. She was like, oh, you're bashful, oh, things of that nature, you understand. She would say she said something, oh, this and that and that, I want to keep you for my brother, or my brother-in-law, or my cousin, something like that. She, um yeah, she was African. uh African women, they do that a lot, you understand. you know so she was like, yeah, I'll keep you. But then she started reading me. She was like, oh, you're bashful, this and that. And I already knew, okay, that, okay, this woman is, I didn't really look at it as being egotistical at first, but I just already knew that, okay, this woman is a type of person that, yeah, she's very much the type of person that is, she acts like royalty, you understand. And to be honest, she was acting like Nicki Minaj. It's kind of like, if I knew Nicki Minaj as a person, that is the way that Nicki Minaj will interact with me. So she bought me food and all that type of things, you understand. Even when I was hungry, she um, helped me with food and whatever. So I was just feeling lucky and stuff. Mind you, I met this woman during Gemini season, so I was just feeling lucky, you understand. And she just gave me $20 out of the blue to buy food, because I said I was hungry, you know. You know, the next day, the next time when I saw her, or after a couple of times, where I'll see her, sometimes she'll come around, and she'll say hi, she'll greet. She always walked around like she had a staff in her hand, like the Queen of Wands, for real. you know Queen of Wands represent fire, of course. So Queen of Wands represent Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. So Sagittarius is definitely a Queen of Wands. So anyway, one day, you know, she saw me. She was like, "Okay, you're, what did I do? She was like, oh, you know, you're gaining weight. That's what happens when you eat late at night." So I didn't think I could have been taken aback by that. But I guess I did not understand what she was doing at that moment. And then it was later on, because she would not call me, expecting me to call her, because egotistical woman, she's thinking I need to chase after her, you understand. So she's already sized me up and felt that, okay, I'll be a good girl to tell her anything to do, you understand. A lot of African women are like that. They want you to do chores for them. It's very interesting, but it's not interesting. That's the way, you understand. We're very prideful in general, African people, you understand. So if you're not of status, then you're definitely of the status of, you're gonna be a housemaid. So usually I give people that vibes of, I'm gonna be their housemaid, because you understand, I definitely don't carry myself like I got status. Neither do I really think I have status. And I know I ain't got no status. And it's not really me being insecure. It might be me being, having low self-esteem. But that's just the vibe, that I get with myself, and the vibe that I give for the women, a lot of times, because these are hardworking women. A lot of egotistical women, they're hardworking women, so they're gonna need the help, and they need you to get in line quick. Okay, like I said, she said, oh, you're gaining weight, you understand, all the food that you're eating, you understand. You see, I didn't know that you were gaining weight. So like I said, I wanted to be taken aback by that, but you understand. I mean, why? I mean, people have done worse things to me, said worse things to me, and you know, the thing was, I was confused a little bit because I was wondering a little bit. It didn't all come to me. Then I was wondering, oh, so you know, why was she focused on my body? But I was really feeling, oh, so she's focused on my body. You understand? So that so later on, she would see that I'm not calling her. You understand? And one time I called her just to check up on her, because she called me to check up on me, whatever. And you know, she will act like she doesn't want to really talk. Then she would try to play that Capricorn card where she would just, there's a certain way she would talk. And I get it. You understand? Because I don't want to say I'm a sensual person, but I I respond well to sensuality. You understand? In both men and women, a lot of times, whether it's for good or for bad, a lot of times I respond well to sensuality when somebody's reacting to what they see, when somebody is really cool, calm, and collected. To me, being cool, calm, and collected is it tempers with my, how do you say it? It triggers. That's not a good word. It awakens my senses. It awakens my senses. So that it's essential feeling for me. If I feel like you're cool, calm, and collected, I already feel. It is sensual to me if you can be cool, calm, and collected. So especially when when I am, not feeling my best, and when I'm just, being emotional at a point or whatever. So, well, back to the story. Yeah, the comments that she said, fine, you understand. Later on, I kind of kept it in my head a little bit, but not really. Sometimes I'll just think, because in that moment, it shocked me. You understand? She shocked me because I don't know. She just talked about my body. You understand? Which means she's paying attention to my body size. You understand? So she called me to check up on me. I called her to check up on her. So one day I called her, but that was after a long stretch. And then, she invited me to a party. You understand? So I was gonna go. You understand? But when I got off the phone, I was tired, because this is the second time she's inviting me to a party. She would just tell me out of the blue. Not, you understand? She was like, okay, meet me here at so time. You understand? And I would just fall asleep. The first time she told me that, I fell asleep and I missed the party. So I woke up. I had to take some time, and I told her, I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I couldn't make it. I fell asleep, I overslept, and all that type of stuff. And she was like, okay. So she never talked to me again. Fine. So then I called her again. You understand? This was another time. And then she was like, then she said, oh yeah, we're having a party, meet me at this time. And then she kind of sort of hung up or something. And she usually does that. I don't know why she just hang up. Women does that. They do that sometimes. It's like, to me, it's just like, egotistical women. Like, why would just hang up the phone? I'm talking to you. You just can't say two sentences. Oh, hi, meet me here. Yeah. Oh, how are you doing? And acting like a Capricorn. Oh, meet me here. She must have Capricorn stellium or some kind of Capricorn in her chart. You understand? Capricorn moon, Capricorn rising, or whatever. So because she really, really looked like a raccoon. And usually when I see that raccoon look, I automatically think Capricorn. You understand? And I'm not trying to be offensive. It's just that, you know, that's how I feel. So she gave me a location to come. So, after deliberating it with my friend, I was like, this woman always invites me. She doesn't give me ample time to get ready to come. And as she's talking, I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I have a bad habit of, I'll say yes to things and I don't want to say yes to them. But in the moment, I don't really know that. and it's that housemaid type of mentality that oh, I'll do whatever you want. You understand, that doormat type of personality. You understand, me feeling subservient to people. You understand, because that is the position I've played most of my life, if not all. So, anywho, um, I began to deliberate it with my friend. You understand? Who is a Gemini, by the way. You understand? I was like, this woman always invites me, and she doesn't give me ample time. And she usually invites me on a day where I have overworked myself and I'm so exhausted. And because as I was thinking of going to this party, this is the second time, and I was like, no, I don't have, I'm not going to, what are they calling it? I'm not going to, how do you say it? I'm not going to disappoint her, and I'm not going to disappoint her this time. And I know what is at stake, because I know this caliber of woman. You understand, subconsciously I've sized her up. You understand, I'm like, okay, this woman she's not that kind of cat. She's a wild animal. She's just trying to act like she's okay. You understand, this woman, I even nicknamed her Nicki Minaj. I saved her phone number as Nicki Minaj, because that's, like I said, that's how she was giving me that type of vibe. uh she's giving me that type of personality, you understand, like Nick Minaj. So I was telling my friend, I was like, look, this woman, like, I don't know. And then I began to question everything. I began to really overthink, and I was like, man, I don't even know if this party is real this time, because the last party, of course, it could have been real. I don't know. I believe it's real. I don't think she'll lie about that, you know. Um, but, but, is this party, it started like right at the beginning of, wait, was it? I don't know. It was right at the beginning of the quarantine, you know. But anyway, I was just overthinking. I'm like, what? Like, this woman, I don't know. I don't know, I don't want, and then I know of her sister too. After studying both of their personality, it hit me. It just hit me. Whether it was wrong or right, what I got was that this woman is grooming me to, I don't know, like, I don't know. I think she's grooming me for her sensual pleasures, however that's gonna be. And I was like, oh no. So she's trying to see how well how well I can answer a call, like how well I can answer a call. You understand? So if she calls me, I could be there for anything, any kind of call. I'm like, oh no, that's not about to be it. I mean, not for her, you understand. I mean, she could have given me $20. She could have been nice, but nah, I don't want to be in a situation where I feel like I'm trapped and being a slave in any type of way. So that was how I did that relationship. That's how I ended that. And it was not even a relationship, it was like a relationship about to form. You understand? A friendship. I thought it was going to be a solid friendship where, of course, I would be the beneficiary of it. Where, she will have to do a lot for me, and, she's very traditional, and she was going to help me with everything I'm having problems with in a traditional way. And, I was open to that, but I was not open. Maybe I was selfish, but I was not open to that Sagittarius energy of too much energy of whatever it was. You get what I'm saying? Whatever I thought it was. You get what I'm saying? So, and that was where she got me smudged. You get what I'm saying? But, she was a nice, and at that moment, I was really, really going to let her have it if she confronts me. I mean, I'm not feeling like that now, but you understand. She may get it if she needs to get it. You understand? We don't do that in our culture. We don't disrespect our elders. But we're in a new age, so anybody can get it. Me, I've gotten it from my juniors, so anyone can get it. And we are ready to fight. Well, not really, but really. You understand? So that was that. I just understood that there was not really depth to her, but it was sensual. Once again, with the men, it was sensual, or going to be sensual. I was just going to be appeasing to her senses or whatever somehow. You understand? And I didn't want to find out how deep that was going to be, because I didn't want to be in some bull. You get what I'm saying? I didn't want to be in some bull, you know. I didn't want to be in some bull crap. You get what I'm saying? So that was how I ended that. My friendships. I think I've had one major friendship with a Sagittarius woman, where I just described that, and with my experience with being around Sagittarius women and how they operate. I'm not saying that I've not met quiet Sagittarius women. I have. I have. Um, I have. Um, but one thing I would say about Sagittarius women is that when they gossip, the Sagittarius women I've met, I'm sure that I may not be on point with the Sagittarius friend I've been. Once they gossip, they don't seem like they're hateful. And usually when people are gossiping, they seem like they're hating someone or they don't like someone. They're not hateful, they are pure in that aspect. With the positive side of what I've seen with them, of course gossiping is not really good, but with the way that they gossip, they're pure about it. Like they don't seem like they hate the person. They would just say, it's okay, this person did something and this is how it is. You understand? They'll just say, this is what they did, this is how they did it, and they don't like it. You understand? They'll say it in a way I understand, and that's where the kindred spirit comes in also, where where you fight is pure. It's like, okay, I just hate this, I don't like this. You understand? Something like that. So I hope I was able to make some kind of sense with what I said. Mind you, Sagittarius once again is in my third house. So if I'm not making sense, I'm just being a Gemini about it. uh, and trying to do my best, to relay the message. I'm not a Gemini. Okay, I'm an Aries, and I have Mercury in Aries also. So yeah, they're pure about their fights. If they want to fight you, they're gonna fight you. Like, they're fighting, they mean war. You understand? It's really, really fiery, and that is the depth that I think they have. When they fight you, they're fighting you. But I'm not trying to make Sagittarius women seem as if they're that shallow. Or you know what? I made Sagittarius men seem like they're that shallow. But obviously it's because I don't really know them like that. But I've seen them not being shallow to, their mothers. And that is good. You understand? So that they're sentimental, even if it's to their father or their sister. You understand? So obviously they can't be that shallow. I just perceive them as shallow. Me as an Aries woman, I perceive them as shallow. From my experience with them. And the Sagittarius women, like I said, if I've not said it, I have said it. They have protective energy. They are they can protect you. You understand? With their money, with their assets. You understand? With their home. You understand? So it's egotistical, but still they can protect you, and they're very smart. They're smart as a whip. You understand? So they will protect you. They will make you feel like everything is fine, and they will get you through a situation. And that's how I felt with them. I felt like they've carried me like a baby. You understand? And but they still need you to get with it, though. They still need you to. That's the Scorpio part of them, and the Virgo part of them, where they need you to slay. You get what I'm saying? Or they will, or they will leave you alone, or they will drop you. They will drop you like you never existed. They will stop talking to you. Because they're a mean girl. They're from they're bad girl. They're the mean girl squad. You can't sit with them. You can't sit with us. But anyway, that is what I get from them. very protective energy, kindred spirit when they're in their positive energy, most confident sign, especially when it comes to a woman, they're the most confident. Um, Definitely in combined, very, very hardworking sign. Um, you know, they're beautiful, the women, like Snow White, Rapunzel, long hair, or just, yeah, alpha woman in a good and a bad way. And, you know, yeah, and, um, yeah, mean girl. That is all I have. You understand? That is all I have. A mean girl that's kindred spirit to me. So with the men and the women, I just have kind of like, how do you say it, an airy perspective when it comes to you, like how do you say it, like, I don't want to say two-faced. I don't want to say it's two-faced, but it's definitely parallel to each other, kind of, sort of. You understand? It's like on one hand this, one hand that. You understand? So, but that is how I feel about. That's my experience as an Aries woman with Sagittarius men and women. I hope you enjoyed this recording. Thank you so much for tuning in to um, Intuitive Talks with me, Adanina. I just connected the dots while also just remembering memory. Um, Take care, everyone, and yeah, and hope you enjoyed the Sagittarius season. And this is my experience on Sagittarius women and Sagittarius men as an Aries woman. Take care, everyone.